Good morning, students. Myself, Dr. Usha Vyas. Today, my topic is Othello, and the question that I have taken up today is the murder scene. Herein, I will discuss the dramatic significance of the murder scene in Othello. The murder scene in Othello is one of the crucial and most significant scenes of the play. In fact, it is the climax where ego's villainous machinations and Othello's mind, surcharged with jealousy, ultimately bring about tragic conflagration. In the words of a critic, the murder of Desdemona is one of the most pathetic scenes in the history of English drama. The murder scene reveals the two facets of Othello's personality, the dark, the savage, and the most brutal on the one hand, and on the end, the highly emotional, the truly human, the repentant, and the desperate lover on the other. Iago's machinations engendered by his hatred for Othello, his unhappiness over Cassio's appointment, his unfounded suspicions about Othello, and Cassio's sexual intimacy with Emilia, coupled with his disappointment over Desdemona's elopement and its likely unfavorable consequences, have reached a point of no return. He has cleverly spread a snare whereby he has succeeded in embroiling all the principal characters. Othello's decision to murder Desdemona is not only rash and reckless, it also shows a strange but frightening metamorphosis which has overtaken him. The noble Othello has become ignoble and vile. The good-natured Moor is now also almost a synonym of evil. The human personage whom we appreciated earlier has now turned into a brute. The reason and common sense which he showed in Venice has completely vanished. He stands before us like a stranger. He stands before us like a monster, a brute, a savage, a devil who does not belong to this world at all. When he approaches Desdemona, we do find in him a mentally disturbed state of mind. But this is purely a temporary phase. He arrogates to himself the task of doing justice, reassuring himself, this is the cause, my soul. But what he has actually decided to administer is just the reverse of it. He gives no chance to Desdemona to explain her conduct, nor does he allow her even to say her prayer in spite of her pathetic pleadings. Like a brute assassin, he smothers the life out of the innocent creature whom he had been worshipping most devotedly and who was his soul's joy. How pathetic it is to visualize a savage grabbing an innocent girl by the throat and like a butcher smothering her to death. Lightning strikes and leaves Desdemona dead, and Othello singed to the core. Immediately after the murder, the most dreadful and frightening picture that we have of Othello a few moments earlier starts gradually changing. One after another, true facts appear before Othello's eyes, and these revelations purify and cure his jaundiced mind. Emilia's violent accusations and truth about handkerchief, which had created an upheaval in Othello's mind, are strong confirmation of Desdemona's innocence. Othello is tragically jolted by the sudden turn of events. Emilia's unflinching daring and undaunted courage when she openly defies her husband show her love and devotion to Desdemona. A simple and otherwise too docile a woman suddenly rises in our estimation. Tears find the way out, but for Othello, tears are not enough to atone for the crime he has committed. No sacred waters can wash his guilt-stained hands. The lava of love erupts with the same violence and rolls Othello into an inferno where only escape is by joining the dead Desdemona. The soul, the light of his life, is withered away. How can a hollow shell exist? He must discard it, and he does. His last dying words to the visiting senators and Cassio, couched in perhaps most pathetic language, speaks volume of what he has foolishly done, that he loved Desdemona terribly but unwisely, and that, like the base Indian he had thrown away the pearl, are honest confessions of the dying general. The dramatic significance of the murder scene lies in the fact that it brings out the most mysterious forces in various shapes and forms, conspiring against the very existence of man. Even the most innocent and honest, loyal and faithful, and otherwise basically good human beings can sometimes become victims of villainous and mischievous designs. No doubt, the good in them, truth and honesty of their character finally triumph. But it is too late by then. The potentiality of evil, once unleashed, obliterate whatever good forces might be pulsating with life. It is a cruel fate to which even most innocent and good are often subjected. The realization comes, but it comes too late. The truth triumphs, but at the greatest price, and in meantime, evil forces have taken their toll. This is the overall impression which the murder scene leaves on our mind. This is all for today. Thank you for watching.